Today I'm painting the Altar of Disease from Blacklist Games' Altar Quest. Welcome back, folks. Hope you're having a good day. So I primed this Altar of Disease with matte white from the Army Painter. This whole thing is going to be painted over, so it's going to be interesting. And we're starting off with a dark tone, which is a Quickshade wash from the Army Painter. We're doing all the base actually on this one because it already had the stone there. So I went around and put some of this dark tone on just to get into the recesses, and I didn't know if I was going to do dry brush or not later on, but when it dries it comes out the stone look I wanted. Alright, then we're using some Castle Gray, also from the Army Painter. This is going to be for the, I guess, angel statue on the top, as well as the main area of the actual altar. So I think it's going to be like that, the round part, like the basin, and just a section below, and then later on it's a little lighter gray. It doesn't matter if you get some on those little vines that are all over this, because you're going to paint over them later anyways. And even when you're painting vines or anything else, even if you get some on the gray, well, you can always come back and paint that as well. Alright, so the next Army Painter paint we're using is Filthy Cape, and this is for the base of the actual, I guess this is a, what would you call it, a fountain, I guess, or just a water statue, I have no idea. Anyways, the base of it is done in Filthy Cape. I also use this color to do a dry brush as a first base on the top color that I used on that Castle Gray, just to get a little bit more lighting effects done and to pop out some of the details already. Now we're going to do all those wonderful vines with some oak brown. I was having trouble with this because it's like it was very dark and then it was very light. I don't know if it wasn't mixed well enough. I really got to get one of those little mixing things I saw on YouTube to help, because otherwise your wrists are killing you after shaking this all up. And so there's vines like pretty much everywhere on this thing, so you just got to be careful, take your time. You can use any brown really. As you can see, this one though, because it was dark on white, it came out pretty light, but it actually looks really nice. Now, I don't think there was actually water in the artwork. I didn't see any, but I decided I want to use some Ultramarine Blue on the spots where there could have possibly been water. It's because to me, this is the altar of disease, right? But it's supposed to fool you into thinking this is a good fountain or something. But then you got all these skeleton bones lying around and these like putrid filled things on the ground coming out the side. So and anyways, I paint those little layers, those little balls on the ground. You see I painted that a while ago with Castle Gray or something like that, and I decided no, these things are spores or something. Now moving on to the plants, which Greenskin. So I'm kind of using the technique that the army painter suggests, which is Greenskin, Goblin Skin, and I think or something like that, and Jungle Green I think I use, and this is just to do these two little plants here and get some highlighting done on those. So the Goblin Green is the first dry brush on these plants, and I think it wasn't dry enough because it came off a little bit, but it still makes it nice. And then Jungle Green to finish off that dry brushing layer. So now I'm using Stone Golem to do a last dry brush on the angel statue as well as the upper part of this altar. Alright, now I'm using Poisonous Cloud for all these like spores on the ground. I have a feeling that's what they were. It was like something bubbling up out of the ground. I don't think they were skulls or anything like that because there's no details to them, so I decided I'm going to put Poisonous Cloud on them. You could have also used like Putrid Slime or Disgusting Slime or anything like that, but this one came out and popped a little bit more. Of course, I do not put a wash on this because otherwise it would kind of put it too brown or too dark, and I wanted that shine from this paint to come through. Now I'm using soft tone on pretty much the entirety of the miniature except for what was green and blue and those poisonous clouds. I actually use this as well on the skeleton bones on the ground, and this finishes off that statue part of this miniature. And I'm going to use some blue tone just to go over the water, just to give it a little bit more of a shine. And I'm going to finish off the plants with some military shader, just to get into the recesses there and make that pop a little bit more. So there you have it, folks. The Altar of Disease is painted. I also forgot to put some blood, so you'll see now there's some blood streaking down her eyes. Kind of sad, but anyways, thanks for watching. Have a good day, and we'll see you all in the next one.